Forecast with meteorologist Angela Schilling in our Stormwatch Weather Center. It sounds like we're more so looking out for high heat conditions.
Right, and also fire danger today as well. But I did want to mention, you know, the whole, it's critical when they issue a flood watch, even before they issue the warning. Because when there's a watch, basically that means we have the ingredients that might not be happening right now, but the ingredients are there that it could happen.
So it's basically a warning as well.
In a way,
I mean,
it's a precursor.
Yeah,
so basically,
they take precautions at that point. Don't just wait for the warning.
Right. Have a backup plan. Maybe say, hey, I shouldn't go.
Right.
Or something like that.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I'm not in Texas, so I don't know what all went on there. But, you know, we have rivers here and stuff too, and people go camping. And so it's just one thing to keep in mind. You know, watch out for those flood watches as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of campgrounds along the Truckee.
Right, and you don't get cell service, so that very well could have played into it too.
This is great advice, Angela. It really is.
Yeah,
really is.
yeah, and you can also get a NOAA weather radio too, and because oftentimes if you don't get cell service, those will still work. So,
good stuff there.
Yeah, just a quick mention for that because I know a lot of people here like to do things outdoors, you know, and oftentimes by a river as well. And we can get flash flooding here too, especially over burn scars, and that can also create debris flows as well. Today, though, we don't have to worry about that. It's going to be quiet. It's more of a fire threat, especially on the eastern half of the state of Nevada. But 77 degrees today up at Lake Tahoe, 78 on Thursday, 82 on Friday, 83 on Saturday, with a good amount of sunshine throughout. We're waking up to clear skies here in Reno. We're sitting at 62 degrees. Winds are coming out of the west at 7 miles per hour. So it's a quiet start to the day. Most of us right now are in the 50s. Reno is a warm spot at 62, 45 in South Tahoe, 54 in Fallon, 52 in the Lovelock. Compared to yesterday morning at this time, we are a little bit cooler, but overall it does look to be seasonable today. Once we get into the weekend, we'll be watching the record books. The record to beat on Sunday is 103. The forecasted high 102. I think that's the best chance to at least come close to tying a record. Today, though, it's going to be quiet for the most part. A good amount of sunshine out there to start, and dry air does heat up pretty quickly. We do have an area of low pressure over northern California with a ridge to our east, and we're caught in between the two, and that would create some wind, especially on the eastern half of the state of Nevada. So that low lifts up to the north today. Tomorrow, though, this area of high pressure right over top of us, and that's going to keep us quiet, but it also allowed temperatures to soar. Highs tomorrow will be in the lower 90s. We'll be well into the 90s by Friday and into the triple digits here by the weekend. And today, critical fire danger in the eastern half of the state. So pretty seasonable today, actually a little bit cooler than we were yesterday. High temperatures will be in the upper 80s to the lower 90s, and overnight lows will drop into the 50s. So pretty seasonable this afternoon. We're not going to break any records today, and 70s around Lake Tahoe. So it's still going to be hot, but cooler than it was yesterday and pretty close to average as well. Good amount of sunshine too, so a nice swimming forecast up at Lake Tahoe today, high of 77 degrees. It will be breezy there in the afternoon, and in Reno today, a high of 90 with increased fire danger. As far as your 7-day forecast here, afternoon highs will be well into the 90s by Friday with a high of 97. 100 though by Saturday. Overnight lows will be into the 60s.
Into the boiler for us.
Oh man.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, that's a good way to call it or describe it.
All right, brace for impact. Thanks, Angela. All right, time to check in on your morning commute now.